Hello guys, and welcome to another one of my Fortnite videos. I'm gonna be going through loot for 50 Storm King battles in this video. The first thing that I'm gonna be doing is, of course, just to be sharing the loot from my Storm King battles, ranging from 27 up to 50 for reference, if any of you guys want to be like going through the nitty-gritty stuff. Also, I obviously love sharing some of the people that I have had a chance to enjoy games with during the process, so that stuff is coming up first. Things that I have learned in the last 24 batches of gaming here. Not really anything besides the fact that it is fun to jump around in there. The longest time I spend in the game is often in the lobby. The loading time for the Storm King mission is pretty long, and often people go around bashing a few things instead of going directly towards the boss. But besides that, it is a very fast boss to battle. On average, I'm doing it on 5.5 minutes because sometimes the lobby stuff is just crazy long, and sometimes you can just get right on and starting. It really comes down to how much you need to be waiting for other players. So sometimes if you zone in alone, you can obviously start the mission faster. The first time every day that you complete this mission, you're going to be getting some type of extra reward for this being a mini boss. I haven't included that in the statistics. Another thing, thumbs up to David Dean for sharing that the Storm King is a mist monster, so using a weapon that deals more damage to mist monsters is a good idea if you are lacking the firepower. Not that I have like really been doing that in the game so far. I'm still like the thing that really works out for me is still using a sniper. It's like #1 for the crystals. I feel the Obliterator is amazing for that, so is the Spyglass. Right now I have been playing mostly really just burning out the durability that I had on my already crafted weapons. And playing as a ninja, I discovered that the throwing stars are amazing for the crystals as well. Not the horns, but the actual crystals. I can often take them out faster when I'm using my throwing stars if I manage to hit them than I do with my weaponry. So if you're playing ninja class, consider doing that as well. I also see a lot of people using Going Commando, but it has a much longer like reload time or cooldown time than the throwing stars have, making it more of a one-off per mission than anything else. Since my first 26 Storm King battles, we have had an update to version 7.01 of the game, and ever since that I haven't seen a legendary schematic. Just putting it out there, I'm not saying that they have removed them because they haven't updated their official statement about the loot you can get from this, at least not last I looked, but I haven't gotten anything legendary during these, so like spoiler alert, but yeah, that is just how it is. So I have only been seeing the legendaries that I got in the first 26 battles against the Storm King, so that was a bit of a downer. I was really hoping to see a lot more legendary loot, but since I don't really need the schematics as such, it doesn't really matter, but I would have liked to see a lot more legendary loot in there. So, and like I got the question a few times, can you get this limited time pin if you don't have the quest available? If a friends take you in here and you take down the Storm King, you cannot. In order to be like eligible for the Storm pin, the like real life pin that you will receive upon defeating the Storm King before 1st of January 2019, you need to have the repeatable mission unlocked, and you do that when you have completed the Canny Valley questline and defeated him the first time. So you really need to grind down all the Canny Valley missions if you want to be able to secure the Storm King pin while it is available. So yeah, that is how it is. You need to complete all of the missions. If you are one of the players that just rushed to Twine Peaks and didn't come back to do Act 1, Act 2, Act 3 of Canny Valley, then you have quite a bit of game time ahead of you. We're like 19 pages of quests in Canny Valley. It takes quite a bit of a time, especially the later ones that can only be done in a ghost town mission because the mission variety is really bad there. So if you don't have access to higher level missions to ping pong in, you may have to play a lot of the same missions. And they're not all gonna be missions where it is a good thing to go around scouting. For instance, if you have a mission where people say deliver the bomb, they want to get things started pretty snappily. Normally they are like the fastest missions to complete in the game group wise. So if you go around looking for spars or whatever, it may like upset your teammates. So, but anyway, just putting it out there now that I remembered, because I had a list of things to mention while I was going through the loot. Oh yes, I have. Last thing that I want to touch in regards to the Storm King pin is that I still haven't received my email from Epic Games about it. So if you're out there and you have been downing the Storm King pretty early like I did, don't worry. It says that it can take a few days, and so far I haven't heard from anyone. No people that I know or like write with or communicate with regularly in-game have gotten this email yet, so you are not alone if you're out there and you're waiting for that email and you're double checking whether or not you have the right email added in Epic Games, and you have of course your two-factor authentication enabled, because that is a requirement as well. You need to have like a valid email address, you need to have two-factor authentication, you need to have the repeatable quest unlocked, and then you need to go in and down him again, and that should be what you need to do, and all of that before 1st of January. So quite a few things. As you can see here, I'm bouncing a little bit back and forth. I decided to share a little bit of that just because it's one of those like few fun things you can actually do in the map. If you jump out of the map, you are going to have to wait for that really long respawn timer before you can get back into the game, because none of your teammates can actually reach you and revive you. So keep that in mind as well. Don't jump away. Here you can see the shuriken actually dealing a decent amount of damage to the crystals even at this range. So if you have the ninja skills, then yeah, perhaps you're gonna want to give that out a try. I'm definitely going to be trying out Shuriken Master Sarah for a few games just to see if that will speed things up even further. But that, guys, was the 50th Storm King down that I recorded in the second batch here. Well, it's 24 in this batch, but now we're going to be looking into the loot for the first 50 games. This is a summary where I am like sharing what I have summarized and what it is on mission average. 540 pure drops of rain, 11 per mission on average. So that is like pretty good actually. That is a pretty impressive number. 4 lightning in a bottle, it is 183 in total. 4 per mission, so like 3.66, but almost 4 per mission on average. So that is again pretty nice. And so if we look at the Eye of the Storm, 135, pretty large number actually for a tier 3 evolution. So that is like yay. I was pretty hyped about these numbers. Like I said before, legendary schematic caches, I only got 2 in total. So that's a bit of a bummer. Very low chance for that based on my initial stats, but 48 of the epic ones. Not because I've been getting 1 in every mission. Sometimes I got 0, sometimes I got 2, because you can get like 4 or 5 caches in total. The gold is 95 per mission. So the gold, the pure drops of rain, those are like really cool loot rewards to get. And I've summarized all the experience points, schematic, hero, survivor, into one batch. And as you can see, almost like 15,000 per mission on average. So sometimes you get that double up on one of them. For the reperk, 72 per mission on average, 3,360. So that is also like, wow. The uncommon perk up is something I only get when I get these rare perk that has both uncommon, rare, and normal reperk in it. So like 3 on average, 125 total for these 50 missions. The rare perk up is the perk up material that I get the most of besides the reperk. 50 on average per mission, 2,500 in total, is a pretty nice number. And I only got 1 batch of epic perk up, so not really that impressive, about 1 per mission on average. So those are the numbers, guys. This here is the amount of loot that I have been getting in the last 50 recorded Storm King battles, 26 of them in the 7.00 version of the game and 24 of them in the 7.01 version of the game. newest tip for me is try to use those throwing styles if you're playing a ninja. If you guys have other like really cool tips, tricks, and suggestions, put them down there. And once again, a huge thanks to everybody out there supporting me as an Epic Games creator. I am beyond amazed and honored that you guys want to be doing that. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching.